they're trying to say in court that it is what the judge says it is.
That's exactly right.
That's like
And
collective.
he danced around that, but that's what the judge was saying.
Exactly.
So how does he take the judge to task for trespassing?
And there's not always going to be an answer to that. But hopefully, you know what, if your local sheriff gets on board with this, and we get a couple of county commissioners, judges are going to fall into that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a new movement. It's going to be a huge paradigm shift because procedures and politics are going to take a back seat to what this is.
I find it ironic.
One right here and then over.
Just an observation. Maybe we should let all of the legislators that have been elected
Yeah.
a little bit of saying when they go to where they're going to perform their duties.
Yeah.
Remember to use your head. It's the little things in life that count.
Do you have any knowledge and observance of someone like in his position, ours, that type of thing, in court, in your experience, of someone like us just refusing to consent?
No consent.
Yeah, I've seen that, and
What kind of results have you observed in that?
I've had some of them in my jail.
Yeah.
One was I say my jail, this is while I was sheriff, and one was my wife's uncle. And I was going to release him because he was a political prisoner, and it was the license, driver's license issue. He wouldn't have one. And I told him I thought at that time it would probably be better just to have one. I have one. And it is a compromise, I understand that. It's not the hill I'm ready to die on or to go to jail on. And I respect people who do it. He didn't ask my permission or my opinion about it. And really, he doesn't need it. This is something that's important to him. And I have lots of friends who don't have a driver's license. Lots of you in here don't. And that's fine.
How do you?
Okay? We have ways of finding out. But I am totally going to support this because philosophically, I don't believe you have to ask permission to government to drive or to travel.
That's the only thing
I
with
don't
law, we
believe
don't
it.
need one.
I don't, yeah, and the law's on his side. And,
It is.
and so what is my requirement as a constitutional sheriff? I have to support it because I took an oath to do that. Okay, so I think if we can get these people to see, you know, when somebody asked me, when I was sheriff, somebody said, well, you're the tax collector for the county, aren't you? And I said, well, yeah, something I don't really relish. And they said, well then, are you going to come take my home if I don't pay my taxes? And I said, yeah, I have to. And they said, so it's not my home. And I said, well, your mortgage company probably owns it. And they said, no, I've paid my home off. And then you're going to come and take my home from me because I'm not paying rent to the county? And I said, you know what? I can't do that, can I? See, I was teachable. I was open to it. And this whole thing, although I was hit over the head a few times, this whole thing with me being converted to the Constitution didn't happen overnight. And we need to be what? Another scripture? Yeah. But wise as serpents and harmless as doves. And we got to make sure we don't confuse the two. Okay? As harmful as serpents and, you know, wise as doves. No, isn't it? We still need to move with this process and understand that we're trying to convert these people who have never read the Constitution, who don't know or understand our history or America, and you've got to get them on board. And I believe we can.